Hello, everybody. It is the Intrusive Thoughts Show. It's Michael once again. And today we're going to be doing something a lot different than what I normally do on this channel. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of all the maps in the Hitman World of Assassination trilogy. I think for the criteria, we're going to be doing it based on just the detail, like the overall details of the map, the actual gameplay of the map, I don't know, just the uniqueness of the map, I guess, if that makes sense. If you know, so I'll kind of try to do these in order the best I can. I think these pictures are actually out of order, but we'll start with this one. This is the ICA trading facility. It's the very first map of the game. It technically has two parts because there's the part with the yacht and there's the part with the where it's like the facility where you gotta take out the Russian guy. So first of all, let's talk the gameplay. It's very unique, I would say. It teaches you, how to play the game, how to do the mission stories and things like that. I think the targets were somewhat challenging to get to. It took me a while to figuring out how to do Silent Assassin on this map. I did in my most recent video, so that was a lot of fun. You should go check that out, by the way. I'm trying to think because it's not. I don't think it's S tier for sure. I'm gonna give it a solid B, I think. Because it's just the intro map. It's not doing much. It's not like anything. It's nothing special, honestly, to me. I mean, I shouldn't say nothing special, but like, I don't know. It's just vibe-wise. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like B is a fair rating for it. It's kind of in the middle. Like, it's not like awful or anything, but it's just, it's not as standout as some of these other ones, probably. So the next one, I believe, where's Paris? Is it right here? Where is it? Where did I put? Okay, here it is. The Showstopper. So this one, we get to go to a lovely Paris fashion show in kind of a mansion. We get to take out two targets, Margolia. They're like selling information and stuff. I like the design of the map. However, I just feel like it could have been a lot more, I feel like, if that makes sense. I actually expect more of it because you're talking about this is the Iago, which is an organization selling, secrets of the elite. And I wish it was a little more dynamic in terms of the gameplay and like discovery, if that makes sense. I feel like it just could have been more, so I'm actually going to give it a C tier. I might cause some controversy with that one, to be honest with you, but I have my opinion on it. I feel, I guess for me, I had higher expectations with this particular map. Sorry, I'm going to fix my mic a little bit so it's not too loud. Yeah, I just feel like I had higher expectations for that type of map, just because it's Paris, France, so... Alright, where's Santa Fortuna? Is that this one right here? I believe so. It's the jungle. I think for Santa Fortuna right here, I do like the jungle environment. I think it's very interesting. Taking on a drug lord's kind of an interesting storyline. And there's the three different targets, which definitely is more than some of the other two maps here. So it's kind of an impoverished area, so I do kind of like, and I like the mansion and stuff, and some of that. Just thinking about it though, I don't know. I feel like I'm giving it C tier. I might get some disagreement on that again, but I just feel like once again, this is a map that could have been and should have been a lot more. Oh, I might have gone out of order. What happened? That was just a weird glitch. So I just went out of order, I realized here, and I do apologize. We're just going to continue, honestly, because I don't feel like going back, honestly. So for Santa Fortuna, I just feel like it could have been a better map, and stuff like that. I feel like it could have had more going on with it. I like that it's, a drug lord mob, but I feel like even some of the other Hitman games just touch on that better, and I just feel like it could have been more dynamic. So I feel like I just feel like it's a map that could have been more. we have Hitman's. I don't even know if you consider this a map. I'll give it S tier. It's the Freelancer house. I just think it's a very cool location. You get to collect things as you're doing the different Freelancer stuff. I hope it makes an appearance in future Hitman games. Honestly, it's just like a location. I just think it's a cool location. Honestly, I know it's not a target there or anything, but I just feel like 47 needs a hideout going forward, and I feel like it does the job. It's like his castle sort of kind of thing, and I really like that. So I don't really know if you even want to count it. You can kind of skip this part. I kind of just threw it in there to be honest with you. Next we have Ambrose Island. Now this was kind of like a side mission. They kind of just sauced it in at a later date in Hitman. It was kind of random. They kind of just like sauced it in there. And actually, for this map, I'm gonna give it an A tier. So you have to kill two targets. You kill some, I forgot his name, and you have to like download some like you have to stop some satellite thing. It takes place before the Isle of Sgail mission. It's like how they find out the information and stuff, kinda. I'm so sorry about these ads. They're very annoying. They're spamming them on this website, this tier maker website that I just randomly found. So I do give it an A tier though, because I felt like it was a very fun map to explore actually. Um, Again, I might catch some flack for that. I know it wasn't as big of a map, but I liked the village that you get to go in and like the tropical location, and there's like the cave with everything. There's like actual pirates. I mean, pirates in Hitman, like you can't beat that. So I feel like I had to give it definitely a higher rating than some of the other maps. So which one is this right here? I'm trying to see it. Oh, this is Mendoza. We're just gonna kind of skip and just go in random order at this point. So this is Mendoza, Argentina. This is in the Hitman 3. This is like the second to last mission where you get to kill Don Yates. He's one of the elite guys, part of Providence. He's like their lawyer. He owns a vineyard, and you get to kill out. You get to actually work with Diana on this mission. I think for that alone, getting to actually see her interact for the first time on a mission, getting into an invite to a vineyard, it's very fancy pants type of place. I have to give it an A tier, a solid A tier. You could argue S tier for it, but I just feel like to the gameplay where there's just the elite like guards and stuff you have to take out. The vineyard itself was so cool. You get to actually go on a wine tour and like go to actual like plants, and there's just cool ways to kill people, like with the flooding the place with the wine and doing the electrocution kill, and like there's a one where you can like make their sniper security like accidentally in quotes kill one of the targets. Actually do it on both targets, so I really liked that. I liked the exploration of the map. I liked the hidden like tall like grass areas and flowers and stuff like that. So I do have to give it an A tier. I think it was a very pretty well designed map there. Next we got Berlin. Berlin's a challenging map, I have to say. I think I finally got I don't remember if I finally got Silent Assassin on it. So you have to kill 5 ICA agents. It's part of the Hitman 3 story. You get to go to this club. It's like a warehouse. And there's just some bad dudes around there. There's like the owner of the club, and there's like it's very dirty club. It's like real like what you'd think of a club. You get to like disguise as a DJ, and like you can like somehow amplify the thing where like electrocute somebody. A lot of fun accident kills. There's like these biker gangs there. I think I'm gonna give it a solid A tier. Fun location to explore. I just think it's a really fun map. And I just feel like it was a very dynamic map. So we got that going for it. Next up, we have Dartmoor. So this is where you get to kill one of the Providence leaders. You get to kill Alexa Carlisle. She's like faking her own death and stuff. And there's just a very aristocratic map. I'm giving this map a S tier. The reason I'm giving Dartmoor an S tier, I love the exploration on this map. Probably one of my favorite Hitman maps of all time, actually. There's one particular mission story where you get to actually investigate a murder of, I think it's her brother of the main target, and you can like turn it in, or you can actually find the real killer, or you can like frame the butler. I love the exploration. You get to like go on the grounds. There's an actual burial area where she's like trying to fake her own death. The main character, Miss Alexa Carlisle. There's just so many ways to kill her. Like I dropped a chandelier on her in my Dartmoor assassin attempt there that you can go watch on my YouTube channel. I love the exploration on this map. I love the grounds. There's like the hedge maze. You can kill her like electrocuting her while they're like taking a photography of the family. It was a very interesting way of doing things. It really is just such a dynamic map. I love all the nooks and crannies, and there's a lot of like hidden like areas in this map. I just think it does that very well. That a lot of Hitman maps don't do that. So I have to give it an S tier. I mean, it's pretty solid in that regard. Next, we got my boy Whittleton Creek. Whittleton Creek also gets an S tier. This is in the second Hitman game. It's again like it's like the second to last mission in that game. You have to kill an old guy and like his security detail. You get to basically go to like typical suburban America. I love the dynamic environment. So much exploration. There's like a mayor candidate or whatever going on there, you know. So I just think, you know, in that regard, there's just a lot of dynamic background characters on this map. A lot of interesting ways you can kill them. I think there's like a house tour where you can do as a real estate. And there's like this part with like the lasers and like you have the guy walk in and look at the security system. And you press it and you like kill him and burn him and stuff. There is the old guy. He's like an old guy and he has like a at-home nurse you could like disguise as. You could like break his oxygen tank. A lot of ways, a lot of hidden stuff on this map too. Kind of like Dartmoor, so that's why I give it the S tier as well. Just a lot of background stuff. I think it's one of my favorite maps as well. That and Dartmoor are probably my two favorite maps to be honest with you. The exploration I think is really there. So next we have the Carpathian Mountains. It's this train. Final map of the game. You get to go and kill, spoiler alert, the Constant. So you know, I probably will preface this whole video. There are some spoiler alerts in this game of the story that I'll probably be doing eventually. So with this map, for a final map, you know, it's a train. It's going at light speed. It's going fast. You kind of sneak on board. I'm giving it a C tier. The reason is I would have liked an actual final map for this game. I feel like it was a little underwhelming. I mean, it's kind of an epic map, and I kind of liked the fast pace of it, and like you get to actually like infiltrate, you know, the organization that is Providence. But for me, it kind of underwhelmed a little bit. I would have liked like an actual city or like his house or something. I think for the final boss to kind of kill would have been more interesting. I just feel like it could have been a little more. It was kind of anticlimactic was my biggest issue with it. For a final map, it should really have a higher bar, I feel like, and I just feel like it missed that bar. I didn't give it D tier because it was kind of like action packed, and I kind of liked that. So I will be giving it C tier. I think a C tier rating's pretty fair for that. So the next one we got Hawke's Bay. You get to infiltrate this like militia house. It's the first mission of Hitman 2, the second one. One of the first maps I actually played. So this is a fun map. You get to, you know, raid this house. I love the design of this house. It's very modern, posh. You get to kill Alexa Reynard, the target. She has like her little band of rebels. You know, Diana really holds your hand through this mission. It works as a good first mission. I think a decent amount of exploration and kill methods, but I'm gonna give it a B tier because it is an intro map. There isn't much else going on. It is just a big field outside of the house, basically, which is kind of fun. But I think B tier, like it's nothing more than that. Like it's a solid B tier. It's not that it's a bad map. It's just I just don't think it's the caliber of some of these other maps. So the next one I'm going to look at, we have Haven Islands. I actually like recently actually bought the DLC to actually play this map. You get to kill 3 targets. It's actually kind of a prelude to Hitman 3, where the partners are changing their identities. They're like the head honchos of Providence. And basically, I'm giving this map an S tier. There's so much to explore on that map. It's a place I want to visit in real life. That's my vacation destination. Poor 47 deserves a vacation there, honestly. it is such a gorgeous map in the game. I think they use the engine of the game to its max capacity. The water's freaking gorgeous in it. You can like trip people in the water and like make them drown. It's so funny. There's like a storm mechanic where like it actually rains and stuff. I just think it's such a dynamic map once again. I feel like there's a lot of background stuff going on. I think there's still a lot more I haven't even done. Can these ads go away? I'm so sorry. They're just kind of distracting me myself. So I have to give it that. I think it's a solid map, I would say. I think it really does the job. I just think they do it really well. I really like the map. Next, we have this Colorado militia. It's like the second to last map in the first Hitman series. And I guess 47, he did hit some of his background, his training as a spoiler alert from Ortmeyer trained him to be a Providence assassin here. And you have to kill 4 targets on this map, and there is some fun exploration here. However, this map was kind of annoying, man. The first several playthroughs I did of it, like I had to like kill everyone. So hard to sneak around. I could honestly, I'm not gonna give it a D tier, but I'm giving it a C tier because this map was just so freaking tedious and annoying, honestly, to the point where like I feel like I couldn't even enjoy it. To be honest with you, it felt actually, yeah. No, I'm gonna keep it at C tier, but I just feel like it just felt so irritating. It just enraged me a lot, honestly. It took me a while to even figure out how to do a Sasso on this map, and for me, it just felt so tedious. Just to figure out what the frick to do. The targets are kind of spread out. It just wasn't as fun. I would have thought taking on a militia would have been more fun, and I just didn't care for it, to be honest with you. I just thought it could have done more. Next, we have Dubai. This is the start of the third Hitman game. And I'm giving it S tier just straight off the bat. Great intro to that game, first of all. I loved it. It was such a fast action paced start of that game. You're talking to Lucas Gray, kind of talking you through it. You get to like go and skydive into the map. I love. It's basically based off the Burj Khalifa in real life in Dubai. I love it. I love the light rays that go through the map. I love like that one of the guys get to kill like the top of the world, literally. It's such a gorgeous map. I love that there's a good amount of exploration on that map. You get to like beat up a reporter and you get to like take a picture for one of the targets to like get close to him. So I feel like it had good exploration aspects. You know, there's like a museum where you could like electrocute a guy. You could like push him off the top of the world. I just think it's such a gorgeous map. There's a lot of exploration. I think it gets that aspect very well, so I'm giving it that rating. So yeah, that's Dubai. Next we have Chongqing, China. So is this the second? No, this is like the third to last map in the third Hitman game. You get to go to like the ICA headquarters. You get to do this like experiment. I do like the look of the map. I think they do really well. It's a big map with a decent amount of exploration, but I'm giving it C tier. The reason why I'm giving it C tier, it took so long to even figure out that map, first of all. I feel like it just felt like underwhelming a little bit. I didn't love the rain aspects of it. I wish they went back to like Hong Kong or something. I thought would have been better. They go to some other Chinese places in Hitman. And the reason why I also give it this rating, for such a big city, I just feel like there wasn't as much to see, to be honest with you. I feel like they kind of were lazy on it, to be honest with you. I wish it did more. If you're going to make a big Chinese, like, metro, like, politan, like, cityscape type of map. Um, I don't know. For me, I expected more of the map, to be honest with you. So I just feel like it didn't do a lot in that regard. Next, we have Mumbai, which is like the slums. You get to take out three targets in India. India is a poorer country, so they did that pretty well. However, I'm thinking between C or D tier. I think I'm giving it D tier. I don't know. I want like bougie maps and stuff like that. There is like the train yard and stuff. It's just I don't know. To me, it just wasn't a fun location to be honest with you. For the eastern cell of Lucas Gray, you like take out his top lieutenants, so I feel like it under delivered. I did like that you get to take like find a guy who's like hidden, you don't know his identity, but for me, this map just wasn't that fun. I just didn't like it. I just feel like it wasn't a fun map. I feel like it should have been a little. It was a later part of the game, so I wish it was more epic. I wish it was the more like fancier side of India. I don't feel like it was the best for. I mean, I guess that's kind of how big parts of India are, and I respect that totally. But I don't know. For me, it just didn't live up to my expectations. The targets just aren't that interesting to me either. There's like Dawood Rangan in his weird like movie. He has like on a construction site, which is kind of fun to sneak around on. But to be honest with you, it's such a boring map. I didn't care for it. I mean, I think there's one part where like the targets like have you kill like want you to kill one another, but even with that, I just feel like this map could have done more. I wish they I don't know, I wish they had the frickin' like Taj Mahal or something. I don't know. I just feel like for me it just underwhelmed. I feel like in the creativity department and the kill methods. So I have to give it that rating. Next we have Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm also giving this a D tier. It's just a glorified hotel. We already have a hotel in like one of the other Hitman games that honestly does it better because it actually has a swimming pool. There's not even a swimming pool. I still can't even figure out how to sneak around this map. It's so irritating that like half the hotel is blocked off for some like music artist. And it's like a lawyer. It just I didn't feel like there was a lot of exploration. It's a freaking hotel. I just felt like it was such a boring map. It was kind of lazy. I feel like you could have done like a better like Southeast Asian country or like showed more of Thailand. I think there's parts of the map when you're leaving the map that they like show the background, like like an actual city would have been more interesting. I just feel like if they should have done a resort like Haven Island if they're gonna do that. Like Haven Islands might have been a better location for this particular target because he's like a music artist, and this map they talk about like changing identities and stuff would have been a more compelling narrative. I feel like this map, like I like the look of the map, but that's about where it ends though. I feel like it's such a boring map. Really lazy. I feel like they could have done more with it. It just misses the mark a lot. So next, what is this? We have it's South Africa, it's Morocco. So you get to deal with like a warlord and a guy in the consulate. So it's a challenging map, I will say, which I kind of, but for this one, I feel like the challenge is pretty fair because you are going on like foreign soil and in a place that has like a political environment that's very hot right at the moment. There's like protests and stuff. I love the market and like I like the cityscape environments and stuff, but I have to say though, I'm giving it C tier. And the reason I'm giving it C tier is I wish there was a little more exploration on the map for it being like South. It's like, oh no, South, did I say South America? I meant to say South Africa. I might have misspoke. I don't know. But the exploration on that map just wasn't there for me as much. I just wish there was a little more fleshed out, if that makes sense. I wish there was like three targets, to be honest with you. This is a decent sized map. I feel like they could have pulled that off. I don't know. For me, it's just not as interesting to me. Like I just feel like they could have made that map a little more interesting, and stuff like that. So next we have the Isle of Sgail. I mean, this is like this is like a hidden island. They're having like this burning of the money kind of festival. You have two of these girls you have to kill, and then they have kill switches for the main target, the constant, because you're trying to get like valuable information. Um, this map I'm gonna give not S tier because I don't feel like it's like that caliber. Like I don't feel like it's like super duper amazing. It's the last map in the Hitman 2 game though, and I feel like it does that pretty good. It makes it a very it's like a very, well secured map. You get to, rub shoulders with the elite. There's like a museum area, there's the bar. There's a lot of nice open areas, a lot of nice outside. It's at night, which I really like the nighttime environment for the setting. I liked the there's like it's just a very big map. I feel like it's a good size map too for the ending. Had a lot to explore, a lot of nooks and crannies, which I really appreciate. So I think A tier is pretty fair. I honestly could even move it up to S tier, but I think A tier is pretty fair for it. Just because of the size. Next we have Sapienza, Italy. So you get to kill two targets. They're like designing a lab. It's a pretty decent sized map. Has a decent amount of exploration. There's like a city hall and a lab. Um, this would have been S tier. I actually wish they did more with the church and the town hall on this map. It's like a big, big city map. I actually wish they had another target on the map. I think they could have done 3 or 4 targets on that map. Besides just the standard two, I think would have been more interesting. A little bit more exploration would have been nice. It does have a fair amount of exploration, though. It does have a lot. There's like a beach and stuff. I do wish the targets also walked around the city more. Would have been an interesting way to flesh out that map more. So I think A tier is pretty fair for it. I like that. I think that's pretty fair. Next, we have Miami, the Global Innovation Race. It's literally the racetracks. You get to take on this big corporation that has Robert Knox and his daughter. You get to blow up her car in numerous different ways, or you can kill her after the race. And you get to dress up as a flamingo as the disguise. For me, I'm trying to think, because for this map, there isn't a ton of exploration. But I'm giving it S tier. I think there's a lot of creativity. You get to go in like a corporate office part of the map, kind of. That's like this innovative company. I really liked the environment, very dynamic environment there. I like that you have to like go through security and stuff to get into the race. It's like an actual like sporting event. It really captures the fun Florida environment. I feel like it's very tropical. I really like the tropical environments in Hitman. I think they do those really well when they really flesh them out. So that's why I give this a higher rating. I just think they fleshed it out really good and stuff like that. And I just feel like it was kind of a fun kill method. There's also the one where he's like the automated like robo gun killer. You can like make it kill him, one of the targets by on an accident. So I just think it's a fun map for that regard. The kill methods are pretty interesting. And I just feel like there's a lot of fun characters and moments on it that it's just fun. It's a little quirky at times, but I think that's why I like it. It's not a super big map, but like it knows what it's trying to accomplish, and I feel like it has a compelling narrative in that regard. The final map we have is New York. You get to kill some lady, and you get to rob a bank. You get to do like a full, Ocean's 47 is like one of the achievements. Ocean's 7 type of robbery. You get to like sneak in and stealth around. You get to deal with the stock market and stuff like that. For New York, for what they could have accomplished with New York, they could have done the whole city, to be honest with you. But for what they focused on as a bank and fleshing that out, making it a little robbery, I will give it an A tier. I still feel like it could have been a little more compelling, I feel like at times, that map. A little more maybe characters to kill, like more targets would have been made it a little more interesting. Maybe more bigger parts to the map, maybe, or maybe like a next door area. I hope the next Hitman game, I want them to do a giant New York map that maybe has this as just part of the map. Like, I really want the whole freaking city that you get to stay in. I actually think for the next Hitman games, I think they should do. You get to do multiple missions in the same city, and you get to go from city to city. Would be a kind of an interesting way. Some of the older Hitman games kind of did that, and I feel like they should go back on that a little bit, but really flesh it out more. Maybe let you do them in a different order and stuff like that. So I'm kind of ranting about the future of the franchise now. So I'm kind of gonna cut it off here. That's my tier list. Comment below, what you think. I know everyone has a different opinion on these maps. I didn't include the sniper assassin maps. I mean, I like the sniper assassin maps, but in terms of just like exploration and gameplay, there isn't much else to say on those. Maybe in the future I'll do some of the other Hitman game maps, kind of, sorta. But those are kind of, I don't, there's not like set maps in those ones and some of the older ones, so that would take some figuring out on how to, flesh those out and stuff like that. Maybe I would rank the overall missions, and that's also something I could do, but I feel like for the World of Assassin trilogy, it's more about the environments than the map versus the narrative, so that's kind of why we're going to base it more on the map and the gameplay and the exploration. Um, so anyway, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my lovely tier list. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Again, comment below what you think. Maybe make your own tier list would be kind of fun. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Maybe share me some of your own tier list. Maybe I'll repost some of them and kind of share them. We'll kind of make it a community effort. Because I don't feel like I've seen a lot of YouTube videos doing like, an actual like breakdown of each of the maps. So, and then maybe I'll do some other tier lists of other video games and stuff like that. So, anyways, I hope you liked, and I'll see you in the next one. Go check out my other stuff, and have a lovely rest of the day. Thank you.